Hello everyone, my name is Hisham. I'm the owner of Clemson Aeronautics, where we make the riveting and dimpling systems. On the last video we had deburred all these smaller rib parts in the area on the left elevator, also where the trim motor goes and all that stuff, and I scuffed them, and I did not dimple anything yet. And the next thing was the front and rear spar, and these two ribs, the left root rib and the right root rib, I done those on the buffer. So now it's time to just use my little drill here just to deburr the holes. And as a note, my right root rib was dimpled on top and on the bottom. So I guess the only dimpling that we're gonna need is these here, because this kind of covers it up like that. So these have to be riveted to the front spar with a flush rivet. So now all I have to do is just use my little screwdriver Harbor Freight thing to just deburr the holes, and after that I will scuff them, and then we're gonna start the dimpling operation on all the parts. And folks, this is the front spar of my elevator. To be precise, this is right front spar. And these lightning holes here need to be deburred. And I tried to use my deburring tool, and all what I was doing is it's chattering a little bit, and it's creating more bad than good. So I put my little buffing wheel on my Harbor Freight Central Machinery 5-speed bench drill press, and it's on the lowest speed. One of the benefits of the lowest speed when you're doing things like that, if there is a kickback or something, it won't be so violent. But while I'm using it, it created a little groove in here, and this groove is in a V-shape like groove. So when I'm using it to deburr the lightning hole, it kind of do it from the top and the bottom at the same time. And I kind of wanted to demonstrate it so everybody can see what it looks like. It needs a little bit more. Now it's really nice and smooth. I don't know if you can see that. I did both sides. That's how I do the lightning hole easy, without fighting with it or anything, without using any sharp tools, just using my Harbor Freight drill press. And this arbor here, so you guys can see also that this is just a little buffing wheel, the 1-inch buffing wheel, and you can see the head, the bolt right here. This was 3-inch long, quarter 20 bolt, and I just drove it in there, the thread in here, and just cut off the head, and that became the arbor. I guess the bolt didn't cost me 10 or 15 cents because I buy them from Tractor Supply by the pound. It's like $6 a pound or something like that. So this is what I got. As far as deburring the holes from the inside on the front spar, as you can see, I just took my Harbor Freight screwdriver, that slow screwdriver, and I added an attachment that I had to it. Put my deburring tool in there, and I just use it like that. It does have a little angle, but if you can get as close as you can, it will be good enough for what we're trying to do. Then, just to make it easy, because this is too long, when I'm done, I want to do the outside. I'll just use the deburring tool directly on the screwdriver and go this way. Well, folks, the next clip that you are going to see is I'm talking about scuffing the parts. And what happened is I filmed that part and said what I needed to say about scuffing, and did just a little bit, and I told you in that clip that I will go ahead and do the rest and close the video at that. And I came home. I had just like a bit of kind of like runny nose and went to the bathroom, and I blew my nose in the sink and it just turned it black. And not only that, I can tell there's parts of the fiber from the Scotch-Brite there too, which shocked me really. I usually wear a mask when I'm using the buffing wheel on the grinder, and because that makes like little dust from the aluminum and from the buffing wheel itself get into the air around me. But with the Scotch-Brite, I never thought about using the a mask, and I can't imagine how much of that stuff that I breathe. But regardless of how much it was, it's not good. So I had to film this portion here at home and add it before the Scotch-Brite and the scuffing part as a warning. When you use a Scotch-Brite to scuff your parts, wear a mask. It's a good advice. Thank you. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my Scotch-Brite to scuff those three parts from the right elevator: the front spar, rear spar, and the inboard rib. Continue till I finish all three parts. Then I'm just going to take them to the right table and bring in the parts from the left elevator over here and also scuff them. I'm going to wrap it up for this video. On the next video, we'll be dimpling all the parts that we had worked on this video and the video before. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.